speaking of what you are doing, the company that you are in, company n0h4ts. Can you tell me what is n0h4ts and what is their functions and the purposes of the company?
So n0h4ts is still a community. It's not a company by itself. So for now it's like a non-profit organization. So we actually try to conduct like a cybersecurity conference for students, mid-career switchers, or create competition, cybersecurity competition. We try to make it more interactive, things like that. Not like you play one time then you go away, things like that. Yeah. So in terms of n0h4ts itself, right, it's like we want to create gather a bunch of cybersecurity enthusiasts together and form this community where we can upskill together and teach each other or share knowledge. Yeah, that's the whole main purpose of n0h4ts itself. That's why we have the two main our biggest event itself, which is called StanCon, and another one is called Cyber League. So we have these three pillars that we always go to. Yeah, so the pillars is actually our community. Then still got the
mission.
The community itself. Then after that, the Cyber League is also one pillar.
Okay.
Then the third one is our training platform. So we are creating three pillars in this whole n0h4ts system. So this system is like when we inside the community, right, we will bond together, we will like upskill together, share knowledge, things like that. Then we can form friendship, connection, things like that. Then we will create small teams where they will decide to join our competition, which is Cyber League. Then they can test their actual, like maybe their offensive skills or maybe their cybersecurity skills inside our competition. Then after the competition itself, they can actually view their statistics because we got this framework that actually tracks their playing. I mean, like how much things that they solve, where their strong expertise is at. Like maybe, for example, they are strong in web hacking. Then the statistics showing that they are strong in web hacking, or maybe they are weak in mobile penetration testing. Then they'll show it. Then from there, they'll jump all the way back to our training platform where they will actually learn and upskill at the same time. Yeah, then it goes back around again to the community, things like that. Then they can maybe form another new team, or maybe they can join the competition with the same team again the next year.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we continue, got some questions. The name n0h4ts, is it derived from the word? There's this white hat hacker. That's that term which is I guess they hack for good
purpose,
good reasons. Just to check. So n0h4ts is for what's the significance, the name n0h4ts? I would think it's because of that. Is it because it's derived from that?
Frankly, okay, if I'm not wrong, the head is just creating it just for fun itself, because there's like a lot of hats inside the cybersecurity realm. So there's like the black hat, which is the evil hacker. There's the gray hat where they hack for either good and bad depending on their own motivation. And there's the white hat, which is the ethical hacker, where, like, for example, me is the security consultant, where people engage me to conduct a security testing on their application. So there's so many hats inside the cybersecurity realm. Then he decided to just name it as n0h4ts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting name that you guys made up. It's a good name. So even for total beginner like myself, let's say I just want to be a casual, I don't know, hacker is the word, or maybe I'm just interested, but I don't have any background in IT whatsoever. Even I can join and learn a bit more.
Yes, definitely. So n0h4ts, we try to aim at those kind of people that is interested in IT security, like the cybersecurity realm itself. So you have or don't have experience in IT, but then you have this interest and this passion, you can always join us to explore the IT security realm. So we have this conference. It's mainly for beginners and students. Yeah, it's called StanCon, which I mentioned just now. Yeah, so if you participate in this conference itself, right, you get to explore like various cybersecurity realm or niche realms that we will invite professionals come down to give a talk to. Or then we also will set up like workshops, things like that, to educate people how to maybe do a mobile penetration testing or things like that. Yeah, so with or without knowledge is also all right. Then we also have like our blog, which is our Medium website. Our Medium website will be consistently updating, like every month once will be maybe a cybersecurity related stuff, like how to evade a network evasion, things like that. Then how to play CTF, like capture the flag. Yeah, so in terms of capture the flag, maybe I explain to you. Capture the flag is like the organizer will actually create a few vulnerable blocks that people can exploit. So after they exploit, they might get this string called a flag. That's why we call it as capture the flag. So you need to break the box itself to get this string, which is called a flag. Yeah, so yeah, all this stuff will be placed on our Medium website where beginners or people who interested in IT can actually go view this kind of free resources. Yeah.
Seems very in-depth about that. You can capture the expertise, a wide variety of expertise in terms of the audience, whether they are complete beginners or people who just want to challenge themselves or even flex their own IT skills. Interesting, quite interesting. Yeah. Is it difficult like this because there's the two types of audiences that you want to cater to, or is it already? Do you guys already have plans for these two communities, like the difficult ones? You already have created the most difficult ones, and the easier ones. Of course, they'll have the easier ones.
So in terms of our, we got the competition Cyber League, right? Yeah, that is more intermediate to advanced level. Then we got the more beginner friendly one, which is your StanCon. StanCon also have like cybersecurity competition, but it's a mini scale one, which is only like 1 day only. Normally it's 1 day. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, these two is catered to different like target audience, things like that. But then not saying that beginners cannot go try out the Cyber League itself. Beginners also can go try Cyber League itself to see their skills level at which area, things like that, so that our system can actually track their statistics to show that they are strong
where
at
they're
these
doing.
things like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And I think in terms of further planning, they might create like different tiers, specially created for maybe those very advanced people. Then they have like more harder challenge, like supreme extra hard challenge, things like that. Yeah. So
Wow.
those kind of things we also have in plan, but I'm not very sure whether if it's gonna be executed or not.